Good morning and welcome to Talking Movies. I'm Spling. This week we're talking about an elegant romance drama biopic, a soulful adventure drama, and an outlandish attempt at British comedy. Starting off with a film opening this week, Theory of Everything. Theory of Everything is a star-crossed romance drama and biopic about the relationship between famous physicist Stephen Hawking and his wife Jane. It's from director James Marsh. He's best known for Man on Wire. And this one stars Eddie Redmayne, Felicity Jones, and David Thewlis. This is a beautifully crafted drama taking authentic and emotive snapshots of Hawking's journey, adapted from Jane Hawkins' book, Traveling to Infinity, My Life with Stephen. Eddie Redmayne's award-winning performance of Stephen Hawking is a vocal, physical, and emotional transformation. He's able to contort his body to represent the slow degeneration, phase by phase, without losing the nuances of a fine-tuned, vulnerable, and deeply human performance. He's counterbalanced by Felicity Jones, who is old beyond her years in Theory of Everything, and turns in an equally complex and nuanced performance. This is a pensive and moving romance drama, but it's also a beautifully shot and stylish film, creating delicate and elemental moments. The production design, wardrobe, and props take us on an historical tour of British life, keeping in line with the evolution of computer, medical, and text-to-speech technology. The subtle makeup deserves special mention, assisting two young actors with the aging process quite gracefully. Theory of Everything isn't a tearjerker, which is what you'd expect from a film of this nature. Director James Marsh, his cast, and film crew have created a fine, balanced, and intelligent film with a delicate touch. They hint at story elements instead of spelling them out, and exact between-the-lines intimacy in the life and times of Stephen and Jane Hawking. It's a truly special film carried out with great restraint, authenticity, and good humor. I gave it a near-perfect 9 on the Splingometer. Then moving on to another new release, Wild, a chronicle of one woman's 1,100-mile solo hike undertaken as a way to recover from a recent catastrophe. It's from director Jean-Marc Vallée and stars Reese Witherspoon, Laura Dern, and Gabby Hoffman. This adventure drama is based on Cheryl Strayed's memoir Wild, From Lost to Found on the Pacific Crest Trail. Wild is like a variation of the story of Christopher McCandless and Sean Penn's film Into the Wild. Both are pilgrimages, yet Wild is motivated by a need for emotional catharsis instead of being driven by ideals. Reese Witherspoon throws herself into the role, playing an adventurous woman with a checkered past. Much like 127 Hours, her story in relationship with her mother is relayed through flashbacks. We journey with the tough and fragile character as her expedition on the PCT gives her a chance to reflect. Witherspoon earns her nomination, leaning on a strong performance from Laura Dern. Vallée creates a haunting and wistful atmosphere, allowing various threats to enter the story without capsizing it. While soulful and curious, it feels longer than it really is, with the most threatening moments buried in the past. Wild is not in the same league as its contemporaries, but the poetic format, performances, and interests surrounding a lone female hiker are strong enough to latch onto. I gave it a solid 7 on the Splingometer. And finally, another film opening this week, Mortdecai. A debonair art dealer and part-time rogue, Charlie Mortdecai races to recover a stolen painting rumored to contain a code that leads to lost Nazi gold. It's from director David Koop and stars Johnny Depp, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Ewan McGregor. Mortdecai is like Steve Martin's The Pink Panther, as reimagined by a poor excuse for Wes Anderson. While the character and setup have potential, it's thwarted by a flat and unsavory comedy script that makes the film a chore. The brilliant cast will attract audiences, but they seem powerless to the deluge of big-budget sludge. Johnny Depp's affected take on Poirot and Austin Powers seems like he was trying to emulate David Bowie, and it's neither here nor there. We want to get the inside joke as the cast seem to be having a good time, yet it seems elusive and contained within Depp's oddball mannerisms. The kitsch tone doesn't generate much of a smile and downplays the action-adventure. The film comes across like it was shooting for Wes Anderson, landed among the stars, and then came plummeting back down to earth. The sense of humor is in bad taste. While it looks the part, it just doesn't work and is about as classy as its repetitive gag reflex joke. It's as if American filmmakers used a tourist's handbook of London to engender quaint British charm, and the result is dull, off-color, and painfully weak. I gave it a terrible 2 on the Splingometer. So, just to wrap up, theory of everything, the art of subtlety, 2 Oscar-worthy performances, and elegant direction make for a rewarding biopic drama, a near-perfect 9, Wild, a haunting, poetic, and wistful adventure drama with fine performances, a solid 7, and then Mortdecai, an A-list cast struggle to redeem this flat, unfunny, dull, and unnecessary attempt at quirky comedy. I gave it a terrible 2. For more movie reviews, interviews, and features, visit spling.co.za or spling.mobi on the go. And remember, don't wing it, spling it.